today I went and got to see my daughter perform at her school because it's VPK. So I took a day off
Oh,
from work and then I went and got to see her VPK graduate, not her graduation. Her graduation is in a couple of weeks, but this was her performance, her chapel performance. And so I never get to talk to the teachers, which, by the way, I think the teachers, at least one of them, I heard there's an event coming up that I can't be at, that I'm sending my mom instead. And according to one of the people who picks my daughter up, the teacher was kind of shaming me, guilting me a little bit, saying, that's too bad. She can't be at such and such event. Her job, you know, and you know how it is. Like the person who delivered this information to me said she was kind of shaming you a little bit or throwing shade a little bit. Neither here nor there, but I saw her today. She was really nice.
Yeah.
I can't
be annoying though.
You can't beat everything, right?
No.
And so I saw her today and she said, you know, Daviana, she's like, I have to tell you this story. I never get to see her. She goes, I've been wanting to tell you this story. Daviana told one of the boys who was being naughty, by the way, my mom's on TV and I'm going to tell her everything you're doing and she's going to go report it on the news.
Oh my gosh.
He said that little boy was in tears and he was just like devastated. And so they had, Davi, don't say that. But the funny thing to me is I can't picture her like, I didn't know that her thought process was like, you know what? I'm going to get the word out about you.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know she realized it. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom does have the power to, you know, say things in
let the
public.
world know. My mom has a microphone. Right. That's funny. That's really cute. Yeah, I know. I've been waiting for Aubrey to be like, well, my mom's on the radio or my mom does this. Course. And I know it's going to happen because Anthony, I think for a little while, he was like, oh, you know, your mom, you know, people know her in town and stuff like that. And I was like, don't tell her that. I go, I don't want her to know that. I don't want her to think anything of me because there's a couple of reasons. But one, I don't want her going to school thinking like, I'm not cool. I never think I'm cool. And I don't want her to think that I think that I'm cool or for her to be like, well, my mom does this. And then to go back and forth about what other moms do. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff that can happen. So I try to avoid it as much as possible.
I know I'm not cool, but you don't want, if someone sees you, like we were at the grocery store and someone came up and talked to us from me being on the radio. Yeah. Like, oh, I miss listening to you on the radio. And so they started talking to us and they knew her, obviously, because I used to talk about her. She's like, oh, this must be Daviana. And she just sat there like this. It was just her and I. And she just sat in the grocery cart like this. And then I didn't say anything to her about it. We just continued about our day. Yeah. And then we got home and she's like, we saw strangers who knew mommy. We saw strangers who knew mommy. That's her perception of it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
She knows it's strangers.
Your kids are hilarious. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. Just how their minds work as they get older, even the young ones. It's so cute. I really enjoy, like, I don't get to hang out with you as much, but especially with these stories that go back and forth, it's hilarious because so much can be so relatable at the same time. I can't, like, so how was the performance today?
Oh, it was so cute. And you know what was sad is I'm sitting there saying, oh my gosh, and I haven't been at many of them because I don't go to chapels on Wednesdays, but I'm thinking this is my last moment in preschool watching these little 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds. I mean, there's something just so adorable about watching these babies sing and perform. And I'm like, I won't get to be around those little babies anymore. Now it's on to the elementary school.
I know. I'm going to cry. Are you going to cry like the last? Okay. So I'm going to, is your daughter going to a separate place than now, or is she going to continue at the
new place school? Next year? What about Olivia? Yeah.
So she goes to Primrose now. And so she's going to be going to her elementary school with Aubrey. So at the end of summer, because we're doing their summer program and they have splash pad and stuff, which makes me excited because it'll be a good, healthy distraction for her and for me, like fun stuff. But I know I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry the very last day. I look around at the other moms that I've known and got to know over time, just from running into them in the hallway, or not even the kids being in the same classroom, or we just know each other over time, and even the administrators and the directors and everything. And I'm going to be very upset leaving.
I know. Sure.
Let's have another baby so we can just between you and then
well, it's funny. There's this baby there who she's a baby. She doesn't talk, but she roams. Her mom is like, I really like her mom's energy. She's very granola,
Mhm.
and she's got 4 kids, and they're always barefoot, and they're always just running around, and
Yeah.
like, so it's adorable. So her baby loves my husband. So she was sitting on his lap the whole, like the mom's over across, 3 rows over, and that baby just wants to sit with Doug. She just knows him from drop off and pick up. So he's holding this little baby. She's so pretty. And my parents, of course, came to the event, and they sit down. They're like, "Oh my gosh, did you guys have another baby and not tell us?" But they're so light when you pick them
Yeah,
up. That's
I
like, oh my gosh,
know.
it's like touching air. They're so
You
light. Not like
forget.
big monsters.
I
Yeah.
know. Well, this week, not for elementary school, but for Olivia, my 4-year-old,
Mhm.
it's Teacher Appreciation Week
Yeah.
at the other school. Did you already do yours
Doing it
already?
right now. It's this week. Yeah. You know
Okay.
what? I gotta say, okay, was it okay? So my baby had it last week, and my big girl has it this week.
Okay.
Last week was pretty intense for the VPK. What
How so?
about for you guys? Like, there was stuff every day.
Yeah. There's crap every single day and
Like
a dress up
a
day,
chocolates
and
or
it's
sweet
like a
treat this
lot.
day,
Yeah.
flour this day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
So
awesome. But
yeah, it's good. It's just a lot. It's like, yeah, I've been seeing those memes all around. It's like, okay, this is your last month of school. Congratulations, parents. You have something to schedule every single day until they're done with school. And it's like, holy crap, this is a lot.
yes.
So I don't think that there's, you know what, there's not too much for the little one this week, but I want to
Yeah.
make sure that the teachers are taken care of.
Yes.
And so my favorite thing to give them, and I asked them yesterday, I go, listen, I like to give either gift cards or alcohol. So
Which is it? Yeah.
what would you like? And I looked at her and I go, I'm thinking I'm gonna go stop off at the liquor store. I'll go, do you like wine? What do you like? And one of the teachers was like, I love tequila. And I go, I love tequila. And she's like, okay. And her face lit up because
Yeah.
ain't no other
That's
parent
so cute.
passing around tequila or anything like
Yes.
that. And I go, what
Exactly.
about the other teachers and the head teacher? And she was like, I think that they all pretty much like wine. And I was like, done,
Okay.
easy.
Yeah.
So I did the same thing for Aubrey for her teacher appreciation like 3 weeks ago. So I
Yes.
like to give her teacher that she's with now, and then 2nd grade, 1st grade, and kindergarten. They all got wine. I sent Aubrey in
That's
there.
hilarious. You're just like, please don't drink this while you're teaching my kid.
Right, right. Honestly, if you wanted to have a sip, I
Yeah.
understand.
Like, yeah, I get it. I get it. But
so
maybe.
I had I'd packed up Aubrey's backpack with gift bags with with 2 bottles individually wrapped each. So it wouldn't be
That's so
too heavy.
cute.
So on
You're
a
so
Tuesday,
thoughtful.
I was like, this is for this teacher because she likes, this kind, and this is for this teacher. And she's like, oh, this is a little heavy. I go, you'll be fine. Just make sure you drop it up to the teacher. Don't give it to anybody else because I didn't want her to get in trouble. And she did it. Great instructions. So then the next day I packed her in there an extra 2 bottles. But yeah, so my 8-year-old is delivering wine.
I was just gonna say she's a mule. She's a liquor mule.
She is. I couldn't be more proud.
Here,
And yeah,
here, take this package, honey. Get on this flight to Bangkok.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Don't swallow this balloon.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do the same thing, except Olivia, I'm not gonna have her deliver tequila, but I am friends with a lot of teachers just like you. And I always ask them, and they always say gift cards or alcohol. And
That's it. That's
there
it.
you
Done.
go.
Done.
Other things
Yeah.
are not legal here,
All
so
the
I
back
can't pass
stuff.
that
Okay,
stuff
so
out.
that's so smart. And then it's easy because you can get
Yeah.
that at the drugstore, boom,
Done.
Target, whatever.
Yes, 100%.
So her school this week they've had their teacher appreciation week, and every day I panicked. I've got to read it for tomorrow. Every day I panicked. I'm so last minute. I'm like, oh, what's tomorrow? What's tomorrow? And I've gotten off so easy because the first day it was like write a note. The second day it was write someone who's not your teacher a nice note. And the third day today, I was like, darn it, this morning we're scrambling around. Like, I didn't look at your teacher appreciation thing. It's give a teacher a high five. I'm like, I love this teacher appreciation week. It's the best. It's the best.
This is amazing. I love this. I could do that.
Yes. And then so we do have to actually get stuff, and I'm going to use your idea.
Do it. It's great. It's easy, and you get a wine that's like very that everybody kind of likes. I'm happy that the other teacher did say tequila. I have passed out vodka 2 years ago to the other teachers because I feel like everybody likes vodka or tequila if they're girls. So yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm trying to be a little bit of like the cool mom, but I want
Yeah.
to be a little bit because I also want you to know I appreciate everything that you do. And I totally get that you probably need a glass of wine at the end of the day or something like that to like
Oh yeah.
deal
Yeah,
with a bunch of
exactly.
kids. So,
Exactly.
I have a funny video that I pulled and I just wanted
Ooh, I
to,
love your funny videos. I
yeah.
love
So
your
this is
media.
just, this
Yes.
is, I'm always on TikTok. So that
Yes.
I got to say this. I love TikTok. I feel like I'm watching videos and I'm not judging people unless their stories are
Yeah.
crazy. But that being said, I'm not looking at people and judging them or anything. The second I
Okay.
go on Instagram,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm comparing myself or like, not all the time, but sometimes it's just very negative, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I hear you 100%. And I think people, I, it's the comparison culture. The comparison culture is much more activated on
Yes.
Instagram. But you know
Yes.
what? I'm not on TikTok. And you know what I want you to do sometime, if you don't
Sure.
mind? Next time we're together, I just want you to give me a TikTok tutorial.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I just want to sit with you. Next time we go have drinks or go out together,
Yeah.
I'm going to download it. Isn't that weird? Like most people want to get off TikTok. It's on my to-do
No.
list to get on it. So I
Yeah.
want to get on TikTok. I want you just to say, this is where you'll have fun. This is how you can,
Yes. I got
so,
you. I got you.
okay.
And their algorithm, like it will just speed up and catch up with the things that you like anyway. But
Yes.
yeah, I highly recommend TikTok because it's just a more fun community to be a
It seems
part of.
like a lot of laughter, and the
It is.
Chinese spies are getting all of our data. Let's just be in together. Let's
Anyway,
get
I'm
together. Yes.
exactly. That's honestly how
Mhm.
I feel. And
Let's
my
just
my
sit down
husband Anthony is
and get
like,
together.
"Well, isn't this bad that we're on TikTok?" I go, "This is literally part of what I do for a living, so I don't know what to
Yeah,
say."
you have to be. You have to
You
be.
you don't
Yes.
have to be
And
on
just,
it, but I will.
I was looking, I sent you some as we're growing band from mom groups.
Yeah.
I was trying to come up with a marketing plan. And
Yeah.
one of the biggest places, of course, is TikTok. So
Yes.
you
Yeah.
have
It
to.
is a lot of parenting, especially waking up in the middle of the night with kids or dealing with young kids and toddlers. And this
Mhm.
is where we come in with the video because sometimes I'll share
Let's
something
see.
silly or funny, but this really hit home with me. And I want to know if
Okay.
this video will hit home with you too. It's only like 30 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
How come when you're pregnant and even shortly after you have your baby, everyone's like, oh, be prepared for this and be prepared for that, whatever. But nobody tells you to be prepared for when your baby becomes a toddler and they start whining 24/7. Like the whining, y'all, the whining is going to take me out. It's going to take me out.
The
Yeah.
whining.
Yeah. The whining.
The whining, the incessant whining and complaining and the mommy this. And I love hearing the word mommy, but just the complaining, the nonstop complaining about everything. Does that
Well,
ever get to you?
my older daughter started whining and hasn't stopped.
Yeah.
And she's 8. And
So prepare
my
yourself.
younger daughter probably whines, but her whines aren't heard amidst the older one whining. Like
Whining.
it's so off the charts that it sounds, in comparison, Daviana's whines are not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Do both of yours whine? Does one do more than the other?
So maybe there's something to this, Roxanne, off of what you said. So yeah, I feel like my older one, she whines and complains a lot more, but for her, it's a lot more dramatic. It's like, well,
Mhm.
I'm gonna watch this show, and if she doesn't get it, it's like a whole thing. Or, well, you have to cook, and so I want a snack, and it's like this whole big. And so when Olivia, my younger one, says something or complains, and she will, it's for a shorter amount of time. Maybe
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
age.
Yep.
I
It's
don't
it's
know.
yeah, that's Javi too. Evelyn can she's got staying power. She's got whining staying power.
How do you
Which I
shut that
really
down?
don't.
How do we get the? I want it to stop.
I know. It's so annoying.
I want them to be appreciative of things and not be so whiny
Yeah.
all the time.
I know, appreciative. And then I was talking to one of my friends and she was like, oh, maybe you should take them to somewhere where people don't have as much, drive them through. We take them to do community things. We've taken them to do activities where they're realizing, hey, we're doing this for people who need stuff, who don't have the lovely things we have. You know what I feel like I do as a mom that's bad? I thought about this the other day. I think I'm doing a good thing by exposing my kids, giving them all these experiences because I take them with me everywhere. We do stuff all the time, But now I'm like, I think, and I don't think of experiences as spoiling, but now I'm like, you know what? I think that's what spoiled them so much, is just everything is at their fingertips. Oh, we want to do this. It's not like they demand to go somewhere, but we take them.
Yeah.
And their access to doing things, like there's not even a lot on TV that they watch and they go, oh, we would love to go do that. Florida kids have access to Disney World, so it's not a pipe dream. They've probably been.
Yeah.
So it's along those lines where they don't. So whereas a kid growing up in Michigan is seeing a commercial for Disney World and is like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I could never go there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the way that I've spoiled my kids, regretfully so, is that I've given them too many experiences where they think they can bring whatever life stuff they want in the world to them.
They're exposed to so many fun, interesting things. Like even if it's charitable, a lot of those it's a learning experience, but a lot of them can be fun at the same time. Yeah, I was thinking about the same thing because Olivia's birthday is coming up and she's all into Peppa Pig right now. And I'm like, it's very exact same thing you just said, Roxanne. It's like, oh, Disney, Universal's right down the street. I'm like, well, we've never been to Legoland, which has Peppa Pig World in it. I go, well, let's go to that. So now she's like, I really want to go to Peppa Pig World and all this stuff. And it's so funny because where else can you just like that, an hour drive, if that, and then you're just at this massive theme park that people save up for years and years, if not like a lot of their lives, to have a really great memorable moment. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't know. I think you're doing, listen, sometimes we try to find stuff to pick on ourselves about.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing a great job. You really are. You're doing a great job. And I learned from you. You learned from me. I think that I should probably take my kids to more of the stuff that I do, like you do with your family. I don't exclude my kids a lot, but
no, you never do. I see them all the time.
Yeah, but it's just if I feel like it's going to hinder on something where I can't necessarily pay, I don't even know where I'm going with this, but like 100% attention, because I get distracted very easily. Mm-hmm. You magically work them in to like, and you pay attention. And I'm like, I don't know how you do that. It's like a magic trick.
I don't know about that. I appreciate that. Let me ask you this question. What's one thing, because she was saying nobody told you about this and this. I have a girlfriend who's 13 years older than me, and she prepared me for so much of motherhood. And she would tell me, the stuff people don't tell you about being a mom, especially because she stayed home with her kids for a while. She's like, is that it's boring. She's like this, she would it's repetitive. It's this. She told me, she was always cool about telling me stuff on her worst days, because I struggled to get pregnant for so long that while I was going through that, she was like, listen, you're going to get pregnant, but let me tell you what you are missing out on. And she was very real. So I appreciate that. But I will tell you one thing that shocked me. It's just a moment in time that nobody ever told me. And now I tell everyone this. I'm like, oh, gotta warn you about this one. No one ever told me how hideous you look after you've given birth. The moment after you've given birth.
Yes. Horrible. I look at those photos and I go, ew.
Not even, I mean, no. That's fine. That's fine. That was fine. Like the photos, you still have you've got sort of like a wistful, I just climbed a mountain. I've just done something really like, I'm in love with my baby. That photo in the bed is good. Mm-hmm. What I'm talking about, no one tells you after they tell you to get up for the first time and go pee.
Oh,
when
God.
you walk into the bathroom in the hospital and you look in the mirror and you flip on the fluorescent lighting and you're like, who is that?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Hideous.
But it's your body, because
bloated.
You just went from being an adorable pregnant woman, which was such a slow process that you got used to, to all of a sudden depuffed, but still with all the skin and the chub, but not in acute I'm pregnant places. Yeah.
No. And how disgusting you feel afterwards for a very long time. Because I have heard it's like it's hard to get back into it and feel good about yourself. I did not feel good for a very long time at all.
2 years.
Oh my gosh, yes. And that's why it took us so long to even think about having another baby. Yeah. Because I mean, well, guys, there's no snapback for them unless they gain a couple of pounds. If that happens to them. But yeah, for me just to feel normal again took took 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Nobody told me about how I would not like imaginary play as much.
You're not the only one I've heard that from.
So let me say this. I can do it for a little while, maybe like 10 minutes. But after that, I'm like, it's not that I want to be on my phone. It's not that I don't want to do it anymore. I'm trying to be so nice.
I know. You know what stinks is I like it. I just don't have the mental energy to do it.
Right.
Like when you think about all the ways that you have to create, you're a content creator, all the ways you have to create every day. And so you have to give that creativity. So then when your kid's sitting there and they want to, do pretend play with you, you just don't have anything left.
I know.
So that's where, I think I like it, but I just don't am like, boo. So Fabiana will play with her, and I'll even tell her sister, I'm like, come in here, let's play with Sissy. Because they've never really played together even. They're just at different ages. Like I think that exploratory play is so age specific.
It really is.
And they like it as individuals too. Daviana, I hear Evelyn never did that, but Daviana is in her room by herself. All of her animals, it's doing her setups, talking to them. It's so super cute.
It's so cute. I love it. And that's why I will participate and do it for a little bit, but I don't know what it is. Obviously it has to do with the age and all that stuff and the separation. But my Olivia likes doing it when she likes to play doctor. That's her thing now. And so she has her stethoscope and she has her thermometer and she has a whole bag and she dresses up like a doctor and she wants to come over and put a Band-Aid on you. And so it's super cute. But then after a while, I'm like, do you need to check my heartbeat for like the 20th time? So anyway, I will not regret saying this. I love playing, but it's just after a while. I don't know, and working and all that stuff too, mixing it all in.
You know what?
Go ahead.
You know where you have to steer them? As far as like, before I forget, imaginary play. You know what my girls love to do? It's like the one thing that we all overlap on that we love to do.
What?
Imaginary spa day. They love it. They massage my hands, my feet, my back, they put face masks on me.
Genius.
They love it. We all enjoy it. It's crazy. Yeah. So put that on your list.
I love that. I'm doing that today, I think, after tutoring. I will be like, all right, imaginary spa day, or at least this weekend. Okay.
Yeah.
Noted. Thank you very much. That's a highlight of talking to you this time. You know what this weekend is?
Mother's Day. Yeah. Yes. What are you doing?
So happy Mother's Day to you.
Happy Mother's Day.
We got to talk about what we're doing, what we really want, and what we're doing for our moms and stuff like that.
Yes, exactly. Okay, you go first.
So I want to lay in bed and like be brought some food, and I don't want to go downstairs. I don't want to do laundry. I don't want to do anything. I literally just want to lay in bed. I don't want to have to go tend to people, at least for a little bit. I just want to veg out.
I was thinking about, I love brunch. I don't even want to go to a brunch because I don't want to have to get dressed up. No. I want to lie in bed and I want to watch Netflix. I want to watch You, that dropped recently. Yep. I want to watch this movie from 2018 with Anna Kendrick that Doug showed me the other day. And he's like, I think we missed this because we were in the baby having phase. But I just want to like binge on shows and I don't want to do anything. And I don't want to, nothing. And I maybe want to I'll fold some clothes even, but like while I'm watching a show and not have someone interrupt me and Yeah.
That's what I want to do. I just want to, and it's not
that stage.
I know. It's just, also you and I put on makeup, get ready all the time. So like, that's the last thing I want to do on the weekend. I get it if you're a mom that either stay-at-home mom or maybe you don't have to do that all the time. So maybe you want to do brunch and all that stuff. I don't. So guess what I'm doing? I'm going to go to brunch and do a bunch of stuff with my family because get this. So Saturday, Anthony's mom, my mother-in-law, we have to celebrate on Saturday. So we're going over there, I think during brunch time, and then they're doing food. Okay. So I'm like, well, do I have to go to that? Obviously I would like to, give her and flower her or whatever I'm trying to say, give her flowers and make her feel special. But also that's your mom. That's your mom. And I'm more than happy to go again, but seriously, that's your mom.
Yeah,
So
exactly. That's yours.
just throw that out there. And then Sunday is the great grandma's birthday. And then, so we're all going out on Sunday to Bahama Breeze. And so,
Oh, that's nice. Okay,
yeah.
good.
So a bunch of family stuff.
That's good. All right. So for me, I told you what I want to do, but we probably will end up getting together with my mom. But I was just talking to my stepmom, and she said, we see each other all the time, so we don't have to do anything. She's like, you need to relax on Mother's Day.
Oh, that's sweet.
That was sweet of her to say that. Hey, I just totally forgot about something that I've been meaning to tell you about, to watch out for if you haven't. Off the topic of Mother's Day, did you want to tell me anything else Mother's Day related?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Have your kids had Fifth's disease?
What's that?
This is a Roxanne medical alert.
You love things medical. You love things like checking your body. I love it. I'm all about it. Okay, so what is it called again?
This is breaking news. Medical alert. It's called Fifth's disease.
Fifth's disease. Okay, what is that?
So check this out. So Daviana came home. This is great mom talk. Daviana came home on Thursday of last week. Yeah. And I was like, damn, girl, you got rosy cheeks. They look like totally rosy cheeks. Like she got into my blush.
Okay.
And I thought, maybe it's hot outside, whatever. So then later I look at her leg, and her leg is total rash, like a hot rash.
Okay.
And again, it's hot. I'm trying to write it off as that. But then it got worse. I don't know at what point I reached out to my phone a friend pediatrician.
Hey,
I know what I did. It was actually, you know what? I'm very proud of myself. Thursday, I didn't do anything. Friday, she still had it, and I gave her like a baking soda bath. And then Saturday, she woke up with it. Things weren't getting any better. Another little fun fact: if you push on a rash, like if you go like this, and it blanches. Blanching is like when the skin whitens and then goes back to the rash
like
color.
a sunburn.
Yeah, when it blanches, that's a good thing. So I kept doing that, was blanching. That means I don't know why it's a good thing. I don't know if it means, oh, it's not a deadly rash. She's up on all her vaccines. It's not measles. It's not mumps. It's not all these things that I can place. But Saturday morning when she woke up, it looked worse. And I don't see her in the mornings. I see her most of the time, because I'm at work. But I saw her Saturday morning, and I was like, okay, this is not getting better. So I bothered my friend on a Saturday morning, and he said, oh, don't worry about it, Roxanne. He took one look at it. Don't worry about it. It's Fifth's disease. The hell's Fifth's disease? We didn't have Fifth's disease when we were kids.
What is that?
Sure enough, Google it. It's a thing. It's like, and it's something like the fifth rashy disease. It's a virus. It's like after measles, after this one, and then Fifth's, because it's the fifth on this list of diseases. And they get it once, and then they never get it again. I mean, I guess it's like a modern day chicken pox, but I know we didn't have it when I was a kid.
I've never heard of this before.
No. And he said, so this is the important thing. Once you see that rash, it's over. You're done. She doesn't have it anymore. Okay. So she's totally not contagious. So he goes, don't worry about it. So Monday she wakes up for school. Doug texts me, Roxanne, look at this. It had spread to her hands. It was bright red. And I'm like, that's the one thing they tell you at school. Two things. Don't send a kid with a fever, and don't send a kid with a rash to school.
Right.
And I was like, we can't send her to school. No way. And I texted Mike again. Mike, look at this. He goes, Roxanne, it moves around. She's fine to go to school. So she went on Tuesday, and she's fine. So that's just a little heads up to you and any parent that sees this. Who knew? Never heard of it in my life.
Yeah, that's crazy. Olivia had a really big rash like 2 or 3 days ago.
Where'd she have it?
On behind her neck, in the down the center of her back, and it went like this. And I was like, because Anthony was like, you worried about it, and he was there weren't any bumps on it or anything, and I'm like, oh well, she just got her hair done because we went to this mommy and me thing, so maybe hairspray and then a couple other things. Irritated with the product. Right, and so I was treating it with Aquaphor, and then the next day got a little better. And then, but it was still there. And then, so I don't know if it was this, but anyway, we're talking about rashes. It was pretty big. And then the next day, obviously showering and stuff. And then it was still there. And so I was like, well, let's put that what is it? The Benadryl stuff where it's not as itchy.
Oh, cortisone.
Yeah. So
Or
I put that on there,
yeah.
and then right before bed, I mixed that with some more aquaphor, and she woke up and it
Mhm.
was much better. But yeah, rashes are
Right.
weird. So I don't know if it was that. It could have been that. I have
Yeah,
no
it could have
idea.
been.
Maybe
It could have
something's
been.
going
And
on.
I'm a real that's what I want parents to know about, because this is how I control my hypochondria within myself and within my children.
Yeah.
I do is it getting better or worse?
Mhm.
Better or worse? And then
Yeah.
I reassess. So I look at something's a problem. Okay, well, let's see what happens tomorrow.
Right.
Obviously, in a non life-threatening serious situation. But with this one, it gets worse before it
Oh,
gets better. So you're gonna get scared as a parent. You're gonna be like, oh no.
And you
But
said it
it's nothing
moves
worse.
too. He said that it moves
It
around.
moves. It moves around her body. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep.
It's like an
So she
alive
told her
thing.
she was playing with her friends today. So this is funny. I thought she got at a birthday party, and I'm blaming this birthday party. I'm like, oh.
All parents do that. We're like, some little kid.
Not really, because I don't care. I know that's
Of
a good
course,
immune
of course.
system. But I pinned that as the location. And then she was playing with one of her little besties after school. And Davi came over. She goes, Mom, they were asking about my rash. I told them it's Ficht's disease. I'm fine. I'm not contagious. And so the other moms heard me, and I started to explain to them. And the one said, oh, no, she just had it a couple weeks ago. She had Ficht's disease. I never heard of it either. So now I'm
Right.
like, well, that's where she got it. That's
Ding, 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 ding.
their best friend that had it 2 weeks ago. Yep.
Okay. They had kids. They share everything together.
Share.
Stories about their
Yes.
mom's work,
Yes.
diseases.
Yes.
It's
Exactly.
fun being a
There we
parent.
started there again. Yeah.